Hey guys, how you doing? What's happening, guys? How you doing? My name is Joe. This is my channel, Joe Wentz on YouTube, and I would like to say thank you for joining. And we have had a few new subscribers within the past couple of weeks, and I would like to say thank you and welcome. Thank you for being here. And I love to do podcasts like this. And I like to have people on from now and then, and to talk about guitars, music, and everything else in between. Um, uh, and I love talking about, Van Halen, of course, as you can tell. And I like to interact with people in the chat box as well. And it's a lot of fun. And I really appreciate uh, people participating. I've met a lot of nice people, and it's really fun, really cool. And so there we go. The chat box is open, and we got Center. Hey, Center, how are you doing, man? I'm gonna try to hold my phone like this. I won't have to keep looking down, 'cause I know that's kind of messed up. So I'm looking at your comments on here, folks. So that's how we're doing. Center's in the house. He says, "Hey, Joe," and Adam Scheinberg. What's up, Adam? Thank you, man. Uh, Adam's giving thumbs ups. Thank you very much, fellas. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just thought I would just goof around a little bit starting off the video. I know it's probably hard to hear on this thing, and I apologize. And so I just thought I'd get on here and chat for a little bit. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, and not that it's this is like some major broadcast or something. It's just I've been busy with work, and it's been crazy, and we're getting close to the holiday season, so things seem to get more hectic then as well. And so if y'all got any comments or anything, anybody wants to say anything, please feel free to do it. If not, this will be a very short broadcast, and it will be over quick. Um, Adam says, "What's up?" Not much, Adam. Just thought I'd jump on here, man, for a few minutes. He said he can't stay on long. He's at the office. That's perfectly fine. I understand, man. It's no problem. Um, but yeah, for those who are new to this channel, I'll just give a brief overview about myself. Um, I'm 46, and I got my first guitar in 1986. So this coming Christmas Eve will be 30 years. Does it sound like I've been playing for 30 years? No. it could it could be a lot. It could be a lot better. But that's okay. I have fun, and that's the main thing. As long as you're having fun, that's what counts. Having a good time. And like I said, I love to make videos, guitar playing videos, maybe doing cover songs or original songs, stuff like that. I really get a kick out of that. Um, if you look in the description, of this video, you'll see a link to my website, the Joe Wentz Project, and where I have also, if you want to look at T-shirts or bandanas or buttons or anything like that, feel free to go on there and check it out. It's on there. Not that I'm trying to, solicit. I guess I just did, but I'm not trying to push nothing on nobody, because I don't want, that's kind of crazy. So yeah. Jim Guidry's in the house. Well, there's Jim Guidry. I tell you what, Jim. What's up, Jim? Uh, Man, I wish he could jump on. I met Jim probably close to 10 years ago on a site. Um, I won't give the name of it out because I don't know if they want that publicly said or not. I don't know. And met him on there, and we became friends. We started emailing each other, and then we eventually exchanged phone numbers, and then we talked on the phone. We still talk today. We did a lot of music together, um, a lot of songs, a lot of blues stuff, a lot of crazy off the wall stuff. Um, there's a song that I've had out. Well, Jim and myself have had out for probably, I don't know, Jim. What would you say? Probably what a good a good 4 or 5 years now, I guess. And it's called "Don't Stop Santa." And if you go on iTunes and just go to iTunes and type in the Joe Wentz Project, you'll see that song "Don't Stop Santa," and that's Jim playing drums on that song. And so it's just like a blues rock song, you know, uh, about telling Santa not to stop by the house. You just have to listen to the song to find out why they don't want Santa to stop by the house. So you can put one and one together on that. But that song probably about 4 or 5 years old. So that was fun. Jim and myself did that, and that was a lot of fun. It was kind of funny. We just had a good time. Good time doing that. And so yeah, it's really cool to hook up with somebody like Jim because he's a cool dude. He's getting ready to go through some major surgeries here real soon. I know he's having some hip problems. So Jim, I wish you the best of luck, man, on everything. And you know that, you know. And he's an avid VH fan as well. He's got a very beautiful Wolfgang special. Um, and so yeah, he's a good dude, man. So if y'all see him in the chat room, you know, holler at him. You know, he's a really nice guy. I'm not going to affiliate with somebody that's that's going to be a jerk or something like that. So he's a cool dude. Yeah, Jim says Jim and Joe's Jam. Yeah, that was fun too. That was a fun project to do. That was we did like three different styles of what was it, Jim? Like three different styles of songs and one whole song. You know, you had like a blues in the first little bit of it. Then it went to a cover of oh man, it went to a cover of what Bang a Gone, I think it was. I think it went into that, and then it went into some kind of little funky uh, with a wah pedal, just kind of went into some. It's been so long since I've heard it, but that was good. Jim played drums on that, and that was really fun. And so it was like three different styles of songs in one. You know, we just play something that changes up and goes into something that's kind of like a medley, and it was really cool. I believe that's still on iTunes. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. And all right, Adam. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. And so yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that has actually come down, but there's still a bunch of stuff that's on iTunes that I've done, and Jim and myself, and there's a lot of stuff that I've done by myself. Um, and it's a learning process as you go along. Things, you start learning how to do things better and get better production and things like that. And I've had to, a lot of stuff I've had to learn on my own because I didn't have nobody to show me, So, but we're finally getting there, and I'm just what they call a bedroom player, man. I have a day job. I don't do this for professionally or nothing like that. So I have fun. I have fun making music. I have fun jamming around. Uh, and I love guitars. I think if anybody knows me, they know that for sure. I love guitars. I have two EVH. I'm sorry, 3 EVH models. This is the striped one, of course, and I have a vintage white Wolfgang Special, and I have a all natural Wolfgang Special, and that is the newest one in the arsenal. And then of course a lot of other, but you can't see on the camera, but a lot of other stuff as well. And Sully, dude, hey, how are you, man? Thanks for jumping in, buddy. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, and so I don't know how many guitars I got now. I love these guitars, of course. I mean, I love the EVH brand guitars. They're very versatile, easy to play. They feel great. Let me see if I can do something. They just feel really good, you know. Of course, I'm not no professional. I just goof around and play, and but they're really good. The necks are great on them. They're not real heavy, so I love the EVH, and the Wolfgang Special is fantastic. And Jim in the chat room, Jim Guidry, he has a Wolfgang Special, so he can vouch for that too, and he knows how it is. And Center is still in here. I know he's wanting a Wolfgang Special. I believe he's looking at a red one right now, which is a beautiful guitar, a beautiful guitar. So I love Telecasters. I love Strats. I mean, I love Strats. But just to really get down and dirty, man, to really make something scream, is the EV8 series for me. That's the one that, you know, it's a workhorse. It does really good. And I have a couple of Les Pauls as well. You can see one right. You can see a headstock on one right there. That's a Les Paul Studio. It's an Epiphone. It's not Gibson. It's Les Paul Studio. And I have another Epiphone, Les Paul Standard Pro. Very nice. I like it a lot. So yeah, I like them all. You know, the only guitars I'm not crazy about, and I have to be fair because I've never tried them, but I just don't like the way they look. Is the Dan Electros. The Dan Electros look kind of funky to me. Then again, see, I've never played them, so I'm not, I can't say. They just kind of look weird. And I'm trying to think of the other one. I can't. Rickenbacker. I never played one of those either. They say they're beautiful, but man, they're pricey. They're real pricey. Jim, get on over here one time for Shreveport. Center says I should have the red satin by midweek. I pulled the trigger. Oh wow! Congratulations, Center. That's awesome, man. Yeah, so he'll be getting the red EVH Wolfgang Special, which that is a beautiful guitar, man. It's of course solid red, and it's got black binding around it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful guitar. That was originally the first color I was wanting, was that red. But the company I go through, they didn't have it at the time, so I went with the natural, and the natural is beautiful. If you haven't seen the Wolfgang Special Natural, in that El Natural, whatever it's called, go back on my channel, about, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos, and you'll see me doing an unboxing of that all natural or all natural. I've heard it said both ways, so I don't know, but if you go back about 4 or 5 videos, you'll see the unboxing I did for the natural Wolfgang Special, and it's beautiful. I was really impressed, because the pictures on the computer on the website didn't do it justice, and you really see the beauty of that guitar in the top when it's in person. I mean, it floored me. I was just like, whoa, man, that was awesome. Jim says congrats to Center. Center says thanks. Sully dude, Natty Light, what's up? And so yeah, man. So I enjoy the EVH guitars. They're really fun to play. I have a 5150 PV half stack, which I very rarely turn that on. Every once in a while, I'll turn it on, let it warm up the tubes. I might play it for, for maybe 10 minutes, if that much. That was my live amp. When I did play live and play gigs and stuff. The original PV5150 with the little Eddie stamp signature on the faceplate there, and oh man, it's awesome. I've had it for a long, long, long time, and I have a Line 6 Spider 4. That's what I'm playing through now, and I'm going through a program, an effect that's already pre-programmed on there called Satch. For Satriani. It's pretty cool. Sounds really good, and I know it might sound bad over the speaker, so that's why I'm not really trying to play, and because it's going to come through like garbage anyway. So yeah, that's the amp I like to play through when I'm just noodling around like right now. Of course, I've had people ask me about on my videos when I do a cover song or whatever, they're asking me what do I go through, to do that. Well, I don't go through an amp or nothing like that. I go directly to a digital recorder and record that way. I transfer the track, my backing track. Yeah, well, yeah. Also, I'd like to say, if anybody's wondering where I get my backing tracks, it's a website called karaokeversion.com. It's karaoke and then a hyphen and then version.com. Karaokeversion.com. But you got to put that hyphen in between the two words. And that's where I get my backing tracks. And I've been getting them there for quite some time. They're professionally done. They sound great. Excuse me. You can get them with vocals or without vocals. So it's perfect to use if you're just in a duo and you got somebody singing or playing acoustic guitar and you're playing guitar and you get the track that's missing the vocals and the guitar, and you can, two of you can get together and play that live, which I've done that plenty of times years ago. That was what I did for a long time. I was in a duo, and then I went to a full-blown band. And but I get the tracks and I transfer them to my recorder, and I go from there and I film all the video on my smartphone. That's how I do it. It's I call it the poor man's way of doing it, but it works. It works for me, and that's the main thing. It works, and I have fun doing it. I really do. I enjoy playing. As far as the actual like working on electronics, pickups or wiring or stuff, I don't mess with none of that stuff. I'm not that knowledgeable about that stuff. And even if I try to, more likely mess something up really bad. So I don't do that. Let's see here. Look at the chat box. Jim Guidry says, sounds pretty good, but I sound better. I understand, man. Cool, I understand. Center says, what's the next cover song, Joe? That's a good question, man. I don't know. Oh wow. I don't know. I have to think about it, man. I have to think about it. I hate to say that. But the one I just got finished with was Tuesday's Gone. I did that over the weekend. On what weekend I had to work, but my wife requested that one by Leonard Skinner, and so I did that, and it was fun. It was really fun. But as far as the next one, I don't know. I go on there. I go on the site and I'll browse. You can pick what era or what decade you want to get your songs. From 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s up until now. And I usually stay between the 70s and 80s because that was, for me, growing up, that was my prime era of music. There was a lot of good music. I tend to lean a little bit more toward classic rock, but there was a bunch of great songs in the 80s too, that I really liked. It was a fun time, man. It's crazy how things have changed now. It's just crazy. This whole world is gotten ridiculous, with people are just cruel, man. They don't care. Let's see. Jim Guidry says, I want to see another dance video, Joe. No, I don't think I'll be doing that again. You'll have to go back on my channel to see what Jim's referring to. That was just out of the blue, just on a whim, just wanted to do something silly. So that's what that that's what that was, and it was bad. I know it was horrible, but I was bored and I love to shoot videos, so that's why I did it. It is. I know it's bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Center's laughing. Adam says, now I gotta go. See you later. Looking forward to the next live broadcast. Thank you, Adam. Thanks, man, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Center tells Adam later. Have a good one. Sully, dude, your loved outfield. I've done that, Center. I have done that. I've covered that. Adam says later, Center. Yeah, if you go back on my channel, Mr. Sully, dude, I have done that song. I love that song. That is a wonderful, wonderful song. Yeah, I've done that song. I've covered it. That's a beautiful. Yeah, I guess you can say beautiful, but it's a badass song. I've always loved that song. But yeah, I have done that song. So yeah, I've already covered that one, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I don't know. And there's some songs I try to do some of these cover songs as like a. It's gonna sound crazy, but when you're like me and when you're on a schedule like I work, you don't have a lot of time to really do anything except work and sleep, and you have just a little bit of time to play guitar. So some of the songs I try to look up, on the backing tracks when I try to do a cover song for video. It can be one or two things. The reason why I won't do a song, here's the two reasons why I won't do it. You can preview the track on karaokeversion.com. You can preview the track. They let you listen to like a 20-30 second clip, and if the vocalist sounds bad, and there's some on there, I'm telling you, there's a few on there that sound pretty rotten, and I was like, oh man, I won't get it. I've tried that one time with a Rick Springfield song that I did that I've always loved. I've always loved the song, but the guy that was singing, he just was like, he was out of key, and I was just like, oh, but I did it anyway because I wanted to do the song. And the other reason is sometimes it might be just too difficult for me to handle. I did what was one of them? There's a couple of them that was a challenge. Carry on, Wayward Son. That was, for me, it was tricky, man. It was tricky for me. That's all about, that song's got all about timing. You got to have your timing right and all that. Come in at the right spots, and trying to listen in your headphones when the different changes are with the drums and all that stuff. And it's just, it's a lot different when you're with a live band. You can kind of look at each other and give that little head nod, like, all right, we're going to end now. You can kind of have that little visual contact, but when you're doing a backing track, you have to rely just on these right here, so it can be a challenge sometimes, so let's see. Sully Dude says, Sully Dude 24, excuse me, I'm sorry. Cool. It's big with Patriots fans. Look it up. Oh, okay. All right, man. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Cool. Okay. Center says, how about some Bryan Adams? Oh yeah, I've done Bryan Adams. I've done again, that falls into how the vocalist sounds on the track before I buy it. As you know, Bryan Adams has a tricky kind of gravelly voice, and it's kind of up there, even though it doesn't sound like it's up, but it is. It's you know how it is when you're driving in your car and you're by yourself and you're singing with a song on the radio or a CD or whatever. You gotta kind of get your voice up there to get Bryan Adams' pitch. He's just I have done Cuts Like a Knife. I've done that song. Summer of '69. Oh my God, done that. Yeah, we've done that in the band, and then I was wanting to do Heaven, I always loved that song "Heaven" by Bryan Adams. But again, I listened, sampled the track, and the guy sounded, he just couldn't sing. It was just like his range was all over the place. I mean, I'm not putting nobody down. I'm not no expert guitar player by any means, but my ears are good enough to know when something is in pitch or out of pitch. And I was like, oh no, man. And you have to pay for these tracks. I think they're like $1.99 or something, which isn't nothing. And but yeah, I've done Bryan Adams. Actually, there's a couple I have uh, in the bank right there in the little I just haven't done yet. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I try to be versatile if I can on my cover song. But I try to be versatile because number one, it was songs that I listened to growing up in my teenage years. Your prime of your youth. And songs that I remember, because a song can take you back to a certain part of your life that was either happy or sad or. But I can remember when Bruce Springsteen's album came out, "Born in the USA," and I had that cassette album, and I was at that point in time in my life, I was trying to do a lot of drawing, skate, which I couldn't, forget that. Excuse me. And but the point is, I'd be up in my room. My parents had bought me this drawing table. It was like, people make, I guess, blueprints and stuff out of. They brought me that, and I was drawing out, and I had just got Bruce Springsteen's cassette album, "Born in the USA," and I was listening to that front to back. That's when, "Dancing in the Dark" had just came out, "Born in the USA." That's when he was on top. But there's a song on there called "Going Down" that I always liked. I always liked that song. I don't know. I don't know why. It's nothing fancy. I just like the song. Sometimes they say less is more, and that's true. And sometimes the more simple it is, if it's got a good medley and a good hook, and it works. And that's been proven over many, many, many years. So that might be the next one. I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering how people are going to react to that. They're going to be like, "What is that?" But I do different things just to try to challenge myself. But I try not to go too far. I'm not going to sit here and try to cover no Ingve or Steve Vai or Satriani. That ain't going to happen because I can't do all that. I just I'm just a regular rock and roll guitar player with a couple of licks here and there, and I have fun. That's it. Pretty much. Whoop-de-doo. Oh yeah. So yeah, but it's fun, man. I really enjoy it. And I need to do some more Hendrix. I've been thinking about doing some Hendrix too. I've done one of his songs a while back, quite a while back, but I'm thinking about redoing that song. Voodoo Child, that's what it was, Voodoo Child. And I'm thinking about redoing that song. It was fun when I did it last time, but I had I had too much distortion on the intro, because on the intro, Jimmy's guitar is really, really clean. When he's doing that with the wah pedal and stuff, it's really, really clean. And so you gotta be quick with your feet on the pedals down here, to go from this and this and your volume knob on your guitar to kind of control that too. And but that song, if you can get the tone right and get the clean part right, and then go to the distorted part where it's solo and all that stuff, and you add a little delay here and there, and then you got to go back to the clean part without delay, and it's just which that was all done by the Eddie Kramer and the engineer and all that stuff back in the day. But I'm a huge Hendrix fan. I love Jimi Hendrix, and I'm thinking about redoing that. I tried working on it one day last week, and I was like, I got to work on that some more. It's just not, So when I feel comfortable with it, if I can nail it or get close to it, I'll do it. But that one's on the list too, to try to redo. Um, uh, Jim Guidry says, Joe is not the man. Do not watch this broadcast. Well, all right, Jim. Everybody has their own opinion, man. I understand. And, if they don't want to watch, I totally understand. I'm not trying to force nothing on anybody. I just try to have fun, have a good time. So yeah, man, but I appreciate you watching, and jumping in and being a part of this. One of these days, Jim will join me on one of these broadcasts, where it might be just audio. There's a lot of times I like to do just audio podcasts. I really don't video. I don't do video too much. Every once in a while, I'll do one. You seem to get a little bit more attention to the video as a whole if you actually use a camera. People will pay more attention sometimes, but it just all depends on what's going on. Um, I'm just playing with you, Jim. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just aggravating you. Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah. Jim says, once he gets his new EVH hip replacement. Yes. I didn't know that. I didn't. He told me some news the other night that I didn't know, and so we'll just have to see if that comes to fruition. I can't say nothing on here as I'm not affiliated with them, so I can't. But we'll see. But that should be awesome. I hope that works out for you, man. That would be cool. But yeah, so I just wanted to get on here and say a quick hello, and to the new subscribers that have joined, the past couple of weeks. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you again. And so subscribe. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, please, and share it. And it helps get the word out there, and it helps let people know what's going on. And Jim says he's getting the Stripe series. Okay, I got you, man. I know what you're talking about. I got you. That's cool. That's cool. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, folks. And I won't take up no more of your time. And thank you very much for watching. And I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a blessed day. Be safe out there. And God bless everybody. This is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project broadcast. Until next time, see you on the flip side. Peace out.